Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Terry Harrington, and I'll be speaking with Jorja Baldwin. Today's show is sponsored by Semco Energy Gas Company. Well, Jorja, first of all, welcome back to Spotlight.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations on being named the new CEO and president of the Blue Water Chamber.
Thank you. I am so excited for this opportunity. It's the Chamber has such a long history in our area, and I've been really blessed to be a part of it and wearing several different hats as being part of it. So, and there are a lot of things coming up that I'm really excited to jump into.
So is this really your first official?
It is. I think the ink might be dry in the contract. We signed it at about 4:30 on Monday afternoon, and you know, it's just I worked so closely with the outgoing president and with Thelma Castillo and Joyce Doyle and Sharon Wilton, who is also moving on, and they've left it in a great spot, and there's only up to go. I mean, it's you know, the opportunities that are before us, and some challenges coming up too, especially for downtown Port Huron.
Yeah, so no pressure or anything. Right?
No pressure, no pressure. Well, and it is, you know, it is a regional chamber. However, sometimes there might be an area of your region that needs a little more attention, and I do believe that downtown Port Huron is going to see some significant challenges coming up with the road construction, and so, you know, getting into downtown is going to be difficult between now and December, between this Friday and December. And then moving forward, there will be some challenges. And so that's not to say that not everyone is going to have attention, but there are some very specific challenges coming up to some members that I think we're going to have to focus on.
But you already know some of those challenges, being you were a business owner with a business in downtown Port Huron.
Correct, so, yeah. Yes. I had, actually tomorrow is my 5th birthday of District 43, the shoe store that we had in downtown Port Huron. We did close the doors earlier this year. Unfortunately, we didn't know there was a pandemic coming, and so I would recommend, if you're going to open a business, don't do it within 6 months of a global pandemic. So really, the community support was amazing throughout the pandemic, and it just didn't survive.
Yeah. So but you're not alone.
Not alone at all. So I think part of why I'm so excited about this opportunity is because I lived those challenges, and so I am intimately familiar with what businesses are facing between products going up and fighting online, and even just some of the costs of credit card processing. I mean, it's some very things that we don't think about as consumers, but that business owner is looking at it every night.
Yeah,
and taking off that 3%. And so you see huge. Some businesses passing that on because they simply have to at this point. It's because it's getting so expensive. So, you know, having been in an elected official capacity for the last 12 years, really, and then, so working with the chamber on the elected side and seeing the advocacy piece and what the power a chamber really does have to rise up the voices of your businesses and your membership to then take to Lansing or take federally, I think is a piece that was happening, and it can continue to happen, and I'm excited about that piece as well.
Explain to us what the role of a chamber is for a community. And like you said,
Sure.
I know it's been around for decades here in St. Clair County.
Right.
What is the role?
I mean, I think on a very basic level, it is to be the resource to your members. And so I think you will see a difference in different chambers depending on their membership. This chamber has a mix of commercial, retail, business, entrepreneurs, some nonprofits, and so that's a little different mix. And so I think overall the vision is we advocate, we provide resources and education, and we help market our businesses. It's really economic development at its core, starting with your very local, and your very most local level. You know, your national retailers generally don't need as much help as I did as a small business owner and a shop of one with, you know, some family help, and then eventually we were able to have employees, but even managing some of that. So as really your resource center to get you to, the chamber can help you here, and if I can't help you, then I know the Small Business Administration or the SBDC, all of the government alphabet soup of resources available to small businesses to get your small business, your members hooked up with who really can help. And then also being that concierge. So, you know, with being located in downtown Port Huron, if someone's at the plaza and they want to know what to do tomorrow, we're able, and being regional, we're able to say, okay, St. Clair or Marine City has this, and you can go to Port Santa Lake and has this, and anything in between. You've spent your time in Port Huron, and here's where we're located, but let me tell you what else you need to see, because I want you to stay here. I want you to stay in our region, in our county. And so to be that piece too, to be able to say, what's your favorite food? What are you hungry for? If they come in and say, where should I eat? Well, what are you hungry for? And let me tell you what we have. Yes, yeah.
So obviously you get to work with a lot of the very entities, from the school systems to the courts to the county to the city and all of the communities in between.
Yes, I think so. And really, without collaboration and without partnership, it doesn't work. It just simply doesn't. And I think our area has been very good at fostering those relationships. And I believe that we'll be able to continue. We'll build out a team, and the chamber will continue to build all of that out to make sure that everyone is successful.
And as you said, Thelma left it in good hands.
Absolutely, she did. She was a force to be reckoned with, and I wouldn't have known things about chambers until I started spending more time with Thelma Castillo. So, and some of the things that Thelma brought with her from the Detroit Regional Chamber, that's important, because being regional, there are things you have to get outside your bubble.
Sure.
And so it was vital that we had someone who was able to provide that network as well.
Now that you're in the driver's seat,
I think so.
what's the best way for people to get to reach you and to find out more about your chamber?
Yes, so absolutely. The website is bluewaterchamber.com, and that will have the resource for everything coming up. The Business After 5, we have a golf outing coming up that only has a couple of spots left. That's on June 13th in Marysville. So that the website really will be the resource. I would love to tell you what my email address is, but I don't know it yet. Actually, my cell phone number is, I joke with people that between politics and then running for office and now this, my cell phone number is probably the most available. But if anyone wants to reach out to me, it's 810-887-9853. Otherwise, go to the website and an email address will be there. And hopefully within the coming weeks, you'll be able to stop in and we'll be able to have these one-on-one conversations, because that's what's coming next.
Sounds good. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us today. And we want to thank you for joining us on Spotlight.